It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we've got Isaiah Likely.
He should be...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Richardson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Ravens in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. It's Barkley on the counter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On target to his man, Likely. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here we go now on first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Barkley is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Downs going in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He shakes him off, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And this one is right down the middle.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season.
They juked him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He'll drop to throw.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Richardson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, That's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Richardson working from the gun. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Richardson off the play fake. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Richardson back to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And this is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They're going to look to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here we go on 2nd and 12. A short one there, caught by Likely.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down and 4. Now Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers as they'll square off against the L.A. Chargers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw again. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Buying time to his left. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a game of 10. First down, Baltimore.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And it's Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Back to throw. Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Richardson. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. A short throw pulled in by Woods. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Holding offense.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to find Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his tight end. That's Dre. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now it's Richardson. They're going right back to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he's up to the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Shifts by him.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Flush to his right. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
They'll start with the option.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pryor has it complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's a give to Barkley.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
So Richardson and the Colts now down 20-19. 1:51 on the clock. Richardson, a field goal would be a game winner as they come up on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Richardson.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Richardson to throw it. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Finding Pittman.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Richardson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Richardson.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.